All right, we're here with MP for his reaction ahead of tonight's big All-Star Showdown.
My bad. Reaction to what?
You gonna get a water rest for a second so we can film this?
Yeah, I could do two things at once, bro. What are you talking about? What am I reacting to?
One second, bring it up. And, all right, quote. I expect to be an All-Star, 100%. And I expect MP to be there that weekend, too. In the stands. End quote.
That ain't real. Who said that?
See for yourself.
Bet, say less. He's getting outscored tonight.
And you think maybe he wants you thinking that way? You know, thinking get you off your game, or?
Vander, it really doesn't matter what he thinks. He's getting outscored.
So then we finished up brunch, had a nice little walk in the park nearby.
Sounds like a lovely weekend.
What'd you have for lunch? Egg Benedict.
Ooh, I love good egg benedict.
I'm a pancake man.
When you make eye contact with
Sometimes you need something a little more.
lightly, yeah.
You're not going to the right places.
That's a little inconsistency. We are at a
I'll
sporting
send you some restaurants. Low and deep size.
So, have you decided on your travel destination?
I have. I'm off to Melbourne, Australia, and again Brisbane. Oh, that's where a couple of the California kids come from. Good memory. I just had a couple of spring sports. Well, I'm off to Belgium. I got a 7 photo there with all kinds of comparisons that I won't even mention here, but it is exciting.
Well, be sure not to leak any info on the socials, understood?
Time to watch the game.
Enjoy those trips, huh? Report back soon.
I'd like to see us shoot better than 85% nightly.
Not a single team managed that in the last 2 seasons.
I'm convinced that they have the GM.
We might not like it.
Lose control.
Baseline, melodies.
About 2 hour New York prospect. Started right when they arrived. Worked up a good ladder.
Yeah, they must be putting a lot in this night game. Well, we should get some shots up this game. We should absolutely not at all. Not one.
I'm just starting to question my initial thoughts.
I can understand that. You look amazing.
We had a couple That's more than a couple. Diggers, too.
Let's all dive back in and figure out a way.
Great. We're still good for tomorrow, right?
So, what'd you end up doing for dinner last night? Oh, 2 eggs, scrambled, sausage, but you're deciding breakfast.
Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to ejection and possible arrest. Please report any
violations of these rules to the nearest counter. Security or arena staff member. As a reminder, folks, make sure to be here for our victory.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Moments away, it'll be the New Orleans Pelicans going up against the Sacramento Kings here in Golden One Center. Here alongside Tim Legler and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson with Ali LaForce joining us courtside. And checking out the New Orleans opening lineup. They've got Fears, also Keontae George out there, and it's Minot in at the power forward position. And for Sacramento, they've got Luka Doncic, Murray out there with Jake LaRavia. Then it's MP. Facing off in this one, we've got two teams that preach player movement and ball movement legs.
Oh, that's right, and you can tell that by the assist numbers. The ball is really hopping. Smart, unselfish basketball. A lot of player movement off ball as well, forcing those defenses to chase them.
What's that old saying? The ball brings energy.
It certainly does.
Well, MP has told us that being an all-star is important to the way he wants to lead his team, and he's made it a goal to show everyone that he deserves that spot.
And so far, he's backing up his talk. You'd be hard-pressed to find a player at his position who's meant more to his team than MP. If he keeps playing at this level, I can't imagine he won't be in the starting five on All-Star Weekend.
Here's Murray after the basket by New Orleans. Pass to Doncic. Fires the three, and another Sacramento three.
You know, it's not his forte, but still, Luka can hit threes. He keeps you honest.
About a minute into this first quarter. Here's Minot. George outside. There's a screen. 6 to shoot. Here's Queen. And not going to go. He misses his first attempt of the night. Sacramento has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. And there's Doncic. That's good on the assist by MP. Doncic has got 5 points.
The size and strength of Doncic can go overlooked. I mean, he's more than capable of scoring there in the paint.
Steps back. Tears. Doncic pulls down the board. The Kings have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. From deep, MP. And the Kings with another 3.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Here's Fears, covered by MP. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
And one guy you can neither speed up nor slow down. That's Luka Doncic, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. He completely dictates the pace. From the opening tip till the final buzzer, he can control the game.
Pass to LaRavia. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
What a cold start. They need a different approach here.
It's George on the wing. Here's Freeman. It's George on the wing, guarded by Doncic. Shoots. George, no good.
But that's a look you rarely see him miss.
LaRavia, left side. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by New Orleans. They want to keep rolling here, following a win against Minnesota.
Yeah, they wanted to win the physical battle in that game, and they did. The rebounding numbers really paint the picture.
Second chance points once again making the difference, as is often the case.
Blocked! Here's Queen, defended by Murray, and he lobs it up! First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in, Doncic finds Murray. Knocks it down from distance.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Pelicans trail by 8. Lets a floater go. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. That's his third basket in 5 shots. Solid work.
and continues to make plays offensively, having a very efficient quarter.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Kings. They defeated Milwaukee in their last game.
And it's just so hard to stop them when they're scoring at that level. They were efficient and didn't let up at all.
And the fact that they did all of that on the road was really impressive.
Now here's George. A 17-point game for him in the win against Minnesota.
And he promoted team chemistry. That's how you do it, by moving the ball.
MP outside. Doncic left side. They kick it out to Murray. No good from outside.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
Pass to Freeman. Here's Spears. A 17-point game for him in the win against Minnesota.
Defense at its best from Doncic. Like to see him putting that much effort into his D.
Back to MP. Doncic against George. Murray from outside. Rebounded by New Orleans. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Sacramento this season. Here's Spears. 6 points for him. Pass to Queen. Now here's George. 6 on the shot clock. Three-pointer. That shot off the mark. MP scanning the floor. Doncic. Good. And the assist goes to MP. Doncic has got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, nice pass by MP. You know, he knows how to run an offense.
Pelicans trail by 8. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
So timeout called here. The first for New Orleans. Some changes for New Orleans. Holmes comes in for Queen, and Trey Murphy subbed in for Freeman. And here are the Pelicans now, trailing by 8. Over to the wing, inside. Here's Holmes. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Here's Rush. 11 points for him last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee. And the basket by MP.
It's critical you find a way to run MP off the line out there. He has that as a big part of his game.
Pelicans trail by 9. Now George. Pass to Fears. And it falls. 4 for 8 for him from the floor.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
The Kings have gotten 7 of 13 shots to drop. Caboclo passes to Theus. Here's Dunleavy, defended by Holmes. They grab their own miss. George against MP. Shot clock at 5. And another Sacramento 3.
And they've got the D reeling. A full three-point attack right off the tip.
Here's George. He's scoreless. Pass to Minot. Here's Spears. George scanning the floor. Clock at 6. Picked by Holmes. George, that one's good.
and both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth, it is really competitive out there.
Well, Grant, when Zion is doing what he does best, it changes everything for the Pels.
Yeah, he bends defenses and brings a force that few teams can answer. With him in rhythm, they're not just dangerous, they're different. Oh, man. MP, that was nasty.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. Pass to George. Here's Fears. To the middle. Here's Holmes. Oh, it's Holmes with the big jam.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Yeah, both ways. We're seeing a nice rhythm offensively. Now let's see which team can come up with some stops.
Here's Fears, covered by MP. The floater, and there's Fears on the assist by George. George has got his third assist of the night.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Now here's Wall from outside the arc. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one.
And so far, they've had the advantage on the boards.
Pass to Fears. And the layup is good off the glass. Fears has got 12 points.
Well, he is doing everything he can offensively in this quarter, but unfortunately, it's a team game, and he can't win this alone.
Now here's MP. Had a career game his last time out. Bucket after bucket. Gets the three to fall. He's got 17.
The shots are falling, and he is making it look easy.
Here's Minot. He chipped in with 13 points in his last game. And Fears hits from deep.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
MP way outside. And the Kings with another three.
Great initiative from MP. You knew he was coming for revenge.
Oh, MP with a block. It'll count. No luck on that one. And so it's the Sacramento Kings, leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Their work from distance has been impressive, and it's put them in this lead right now. We'll be right back with you shortly. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Kings.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
Okay, on the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. Trey Murphy out there with Isaiah Joe. And it's Jones in at the three.
I mean, that was just terrific work to stay in control and finish.
New Orleans shooting their first free throw of the night here.
Trey Murphy. One shot.
Legs talking about Trey Murphy. Just how good can he become?
Well, his improvement has really been something to watch, B.A. He's a talented scorer and shooter who also does a great job moving the ball. And the scary thing is he has more room to improve.
And it's LaRavia missing. Pelicans trail by 3. On the wing, Jones. Fires it. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Now here's Carter. No made baskets yet. And they doubled up Doncic. Here's the three. And that one's good. LaRavia. And the Kings lead by 4.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
From downtown? That one no good. And so it's Carter who brings up the ball for Sacramento. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home.
Oh my, tight defense, but Doncic just muscles it in.
On the wing, Jones. Takes a three. Williams grabs the board. Sacramento leading by 6. And there's the lob. Lays it in off the pretty lob.
Now that's a textbook alley-oop.
I thought he'd go for the slam, but that worked. Outside Jones. Pass to Queen to win the run. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
Williamson outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Williamson's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey guys, the Pelicans are looking to shoot more three-pointers. Zion Williamson said the message has been pretty clear to get him up. That means we've got to play with pace. It helps me a lot just opening up my game. We have options everywhere out in the perimeter. It's definitely a positive for us. BA, back to you.
Trying to run and gun. Allie, thank you.
You know what they came to see me. I'll never leave them if we in the same league. Talking too much on the court, you a bit squeak. Don't let me cross over, watch your kick squeak.
Both teams will make substitutions. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Outside Joe. Here's Freeman. Still no points. George with the bucket. And here's Doncic. To the inside. Pass to Carter. 4-3. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. Pelicans trail by 6. George left side. Down low. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That one on Doncic.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And the first one at the line is good. All right, Tim, let me get your thoughts on this NBA rule change. End of quarter heaves don't count toward a player's three-point percentage.
I love it. My paycheck directly reflected my shooting percentage. So we've seen players purposely let that thing go a split second after the horn. I think we should encourage guys to try to make that shot.
Nothing better than the false hustle, let it fly after the buzzer went off. Not anymore, though.
Absolutely. Very, very true.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Here's George. And he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor. Sacramento leading by 4. Outside Murray. Takes the contact, and Murray still drops it in.
I like Murray's shot selection, especially when he's this close to the rim.
Carter against George. Outside Joe. Pass to George. Shot clock at 6. Off target from three-point range. Carter, the pass to Murray. Back to Carter. Sacramento passing it around. Doncic on the wing. He's got 11. Pelicans trail by 6. Outside Joe. Pass to George. Here's Queen. To the paint. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
And after not scoring in the first, he's finally starting to get into a groove.
And here's LaRavia. Now here's Doncic. Another one falls for Sacramento.
They give Luka the ball, and you know what happens next. Instantly, he finds a shot.
Pass to Freeman. Takes the 3. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got his 4th assist with that last one.
Defensively, gotta close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Now here's Doncic. He's got 13. Oh, Luka, like a bull in there.
Well, that's helping your team. By and large, he's taking shots he knows he can make.
George outside. Outside Joe. There's the 3. Rebound by Sacramento. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to Doncic. That one falls. 8 of 10 and scoring with confidence.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
Here's Freeman. Here's Queen. Kicks it to George. Fires for 3. Pass to Freeman. Back to Joe. Beyond the arc. And the 3-pointer goes. Joe's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. And timeout called by Doug Christie. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. It's a completely new group for the Kings.
Substituting on the court.
Here's Dunleavy. MP outside. Clock at 6. Here's Theus. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 3 assists in the game.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's straight field goals from below the free throw line.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against Milwaukee was outstanding. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he was red hot from beyond the arc, raining down a ton of threes. A game that nobody will soon forget, that's for sure. How is he going to follow that up tonight? We'll see, guys.
Oh, great stuff, Allie. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Well, he really lit it up. Maybe we'll see a repeat performance tonight.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
1:46 left in the second quarter. Drills it from deep.
And he is just piling up the numbers here. MP seems to improve every time we see him. Such an impressive talent.
Here's Spears. He's got 15. Uses the glass to drop it in. Spears has got 17 points.
Everybody appreciates that extra effort on the glass.
And that'll be Sacramento's ball as it goes out of bounds. Kings able to keep possession here. For New Orleans, Queen, he's checked in for Holmes. And Minot subbed in for Jones. And we've got 1:18 left in the first half of this game. Here's Theus. In his last outing, 8 points for him. 6 to shoot. Releases. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Pass to Queen. Now George. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Pierce shot is off.
Yeah, this quarter has just been a struggle for him offensively.
MP outside. There's the drive. And MP throws it down.
Yes, speeding in there and getting some air time. MP with a solid jam off the drive.
We've got 33 seconds left in the first half. Here's Spears. 17 points in the game. Out left to the wing. Oh, MP with a block.
Oh, look at the feistiness from MP. Has no problem meeting him at the rim for the block.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here. That one's off. And he's good on the second.
You know, so far, I'm pretty impressed with MP's attitude. He doesn't seem like a young hothead. He knows he's got a lot of work to do on his game.
Here's Freeman. And so it's the Sacramento Kings earning this break in the action, up 10. And they push the tempo in this one, getting out in transition and making the defense pay. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
Taking a look here now at New Orleans, this is the battle we want to see. How do they measure up to a tough opponent?
Yeah, you like to be tested early on. They'll get their wish soon enough.
And now, how about that first half? Talk about a dominating display for the Kings.
You have certain players that live and die by the three. Right now, they are L-I-V-I-N, living. Can it continue this way? I don't know.
Yeah, normally you preach a balanced attack. Maybe these guys don't need it. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
If you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Oh, he's been their defensive anchor so far, stifling shots left and right.
Well, his activity has set the tone, blocking and altering shots.
Here's Fears. We've got Murray. Luka Doncic is out there with MP. Then it's Jake LaRavia. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line. And they stop the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy.
The previous play is under review.
His players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
After review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Murray passes to Caboclo. Here's LaRavia. The 3 is up. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. LaRavia's gotten his second bucket on the night.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Pelicans trail by 13. Here's Fears. Rebound by Sacramento. LaRavia's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Doncic. And the Kings with another 3.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
The Pelicans shooting efficiently, 50% so far. For 3, Fears. And again, New Orleans no good.
They started out this half ice cold, 0 for their first 3.
Now here's Doncic. Defense is right there. And here's MP from outside. And the Kings with another 3.
Yeah, shots like this are big for MP's development. I love seeing him capitalize off the catch.
Kicks it to George. And there's the screen. 6 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Doncic. Oh, it's his 10th basket on 12 tries. You got to appreciate the efficiency here.
This is the second half start they were hoping for. 4 straight field goals out of the gate.
And now around 2 minutes going by in this half. And the Pelicans call time here. MP really making a difference here.
Well, he's been lights out from the 3 all night. Perfect time to call a timeout and try to stop the bleeding.
And here's a look at the top shooters last season. No wasted chances among this group. MP, number 1.
And last year, he led the league in field goal percentage, allowing the game to come naturally and taking whatever opposing teams gave to him.
George outside. Pass to Queen. George outside. Here's Freeman to halt the run. The rebound by MP. MP's got 5 rebounds in the game.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Yeah, some gritty stuff there by MP. Now, he knew he was going to get hit.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. He's off on the second. Pelicans trail by 21. Pass to George from deep. And it's MP with a rebound. MP's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Things have been a little bumpy coming into the second half. 5 straight misses.
From deep, here's Doncic. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists in the game. And so George will bring it up for the Pelicans. Searching for that first bucket here in the third. And again, New Orleans no good.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Yeah, it's just time to settle everything down. Get high percentage looks and then D up.
A nice shot by Doncic.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
New Orleans calls timeout. And Tim, 1 year you shot over 50% from the field and from 3-point range. Not to mention over 80% from the free throw line. You think we'll ever see that again?
Well, Brian, I think the 50% from the 3 could be more difficult because the volume is now so high. I'm not sure they're as selective in their shot attempts, which means your percentages naturally come down a bit.
So 3 for 6 is not going to be an option for a great shooter.
Don't think so. 3 for 6 is usually the first quarter for a lot of these guys.
Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Fears. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Here's Minot, defended by Murray. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Here's Queen. Pass to Fears. 5 on the clock. Lets it go from deep. And Caboclo pulls it down. The Kings have gotten all 6 of their shots to fall. Talk about a perfect start to the half. To the middle. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Murray's got 9.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
Here's Fears. 17 points in the game. Goes up from the top of the key. Doncic pulls down the board.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
And it's LaRavia missing.
Yeah, they're winning despite his offensive performance. He just hasn't been sharp from the field.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Keegan Murray wants to excel at both ends, and he said, quote, "My defense wasn't where it needed to be, so I got a little faster, a little stronger, tried to figure out how to be physical defensively and be effective. Them trusting me to guard helps the other guys so they can focus more on offense." Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Doncic, no good. And for the Pelicans, they're shooting just 42% so far in the game. Pass to Freeman. To get back on track. Rebound by the Kings.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
Nice shot by Caboclo.
And that's what you get with MP. Relentless and can score in a variety of ways.
George outside. And he banks in the layup. He's got 9.
Hey, if you give him room, he's gonna score the ball.
Timeout called. Sacramento. Trey Murphy, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Making some changes here. And here are the Pelicans now. Queen, pass to George. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP. Time called here. The Kings decide to talk it over. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter. So it's both teams making substitutions here. He's checked in for Carter. And a change for the Pelicans. Flowers checked in. .119 left in the game.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Kings.
This team did a lot of things well tonight. Number one was passing the ball.
And it was a team that was in rhythm. And they just trusted each other to take the right shots.
And it's a performance that will signify their 5th win of the year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with a win in the first game.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for MP.
So impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust.
So for the Pelicans right now, we've got Trey Murphy, and it's Joe in at the 2 spot. And again, New Orleans no good.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open three.
Puts it up from 12. Off the left rim and out. Pass to Flowers. Picked by Holmes. The three is up. Rush grabs the board. Here's Theus. Back to MP. Theus, the pass to Rush. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. We'll see you next time.
Good game, man.